कलयुग क्या सिर्फ इंडिया में ही है क्या, बाहर नहीं है क्या कलयुग?
So I think they don't have a fear.
They are just getting misunderstood by the older generation.
Because as being a Gen Z, I believe the biggest religion is humanity.
As I am married but I don't put vermilion. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि वो जिएगा नहीं या मर जाएगा.
मेरे मेंस्ट्रुएशन साइकिल में होने से अचार कैसे खराब हो रहा है घर का?
हाँ, 8 बिलियन के बाद भी भगवान मुझे देखने आएंगे.
फूल दूँ या चॉकलेट दूँ या कौन सा लव लेटर में क्या लिखूँ कि वो इम्प्रेस हो जाए.
अगर हम प्यार में चॉकलेट वगैरह भी देते हैं, फ्लावर भी देते हैं, तो उसका इफेक्ट पड़ता है.
Like whenever we see a model who is wearing a good shirt, we think that that shirt is very good. But whenever we scroll down and the real person who wears that shirt, so it feels very bad.
They are not seeking any stable options and they are ready to take a risk.
I would choose true love because प्यार है तो सब कुछ है.
So I don't think so. They are understanding the concept of true love.
So in today's conversation, you are going to listen some very important questions and their answers. These questions must be hunting you off and on, and especially if you belong to this Gen Z generation. Which is very high tech, a generation which is very confused, as it is said by elderly people, and a generation which has so many challenges. In the midst of this crucial time, we are going to discuss the group of people who are sitting here. They all are Gen Zs, and they will share their experiences, they will share their dreams, and they will speak out some informations which probably not available on social media. You will see this and then you will find out that why this discussion is so important. My first question to all of you is, how do you describe this generation, Gen Z generation?
I feel the generation is alpha generation.
Gen Zs are trendsetter because we can see on social media they are setting new trends and people are following.
I would say they are resilient. Why I'm saying this? Because they are facing so much challenges in social media, in their real life, and in today's generation there is so much competition.
Gen Zs are attention seeker because they are born and brought up in a new generation, and they are like social media.
I would like to describe Gen Z with the word of dynamic because they are energetic, open-minded, and they always eager to explore new ideas.
They are the finest competitors of any other generations because the challenges they are facing, that is on whole another different levels.
I would say innovative and creative. Gen Zs are very much creative. They know how to make work easier, because earlier generation they used to do the same work but they used to put a lot of effort.
Gen Zs are outspoken. They are very much bold with their ideas, what they think, and they keep their opinion very boldly.
The one word I would like to give to Gen Z is quick chaser. They want to have everything in just few seconds or few moments. They don't want to wait for a perfect time to happen something.
Gen Zs are more ambitious toward their career, their goals and everything.
Okay guys, so from here another question I am going to insert. Do you think that Gen Zs, this generation is misunderstood in many ways? Can you speak about one thing for which you feel they are misunderstood?
This generation is being misunderstood when they answer somebody elder.
The way they question, I think they question a lot in every situation. So I think they are misunderstood because of that. People think that they are, outspoken. They are just saying unnecessary things, but they are just questioning the things that is it right or wrong, are God reals or not. So these are the examples I would give.
They misunderstood the concept of relationship because they are not loyal, which I feel, because we can see the person, they are dating multiple people at one time. So I don't think so. They are understanding the concept of true love and the concept of true relationship.
Gen Zs are misunderstood by saying that they are too sensitive. I don't feel that they are too sensitive or they are so much vulnerable. They just know what is fit with their and what is aligned with their values and their morals, and that's why they just call out the things.
Previous generation, they think that Gen Zs are very much lazy and they are couch potato, but I would say they are not lazy, because in their 20s they are opening so many startups. They invest in various companies and they earn a lot of money. We can take the example of MBA Chaiwal, and there are so many other students also. They are running their startups, so they are not lazy.
There is another question I am going to ask you. What is the one thing you feel that this generation is doing better than their parents' generation?
One thing which I feel that Gen Zs are doing better than their parents is like they are actually going out, they are working in their teenage life, in their 20s. The thing is that they are also competing with the people who have the experience of 15-20 years. So it's just not like they are only competing with their age people. So in that way, they are having a lot more experience.
One thing that is better as compared to the previous generation, that is about the women. They are working now.
Gen Zs are multitasking. They know how to handle multiple works at the same time. they are iconoclast. Like they don't perform the social norms or the customs which were performed by the previous generation and which have become obsolete. And
I would choose technology because in technology Gen Z is doing far better than the previous generation.
Gen Z is bad at living in the present. We are constantly living in either past or the future.
Gen Zs are very confusing because they trust any information without verifying it.
Gen Zs are not that much good in terms of respect. Earlier generation, they used to give respect to each and everyone. They, with their family, they used to touch feet and they used to respect.
This generation is worse in appreciating things they receive. Every effort seems to them it's like a bare minimum. They don't be thankful for anything. They have a overconfidence that I deserve the best of everything.
So my next question to all of you is, do you think that Gen Zs are politically more aware than their previous generation? Are they more active, or you think it's only a social media?
I would say somewhere it is a social media hype also. They are not that much active in politics. Somewhere I feel that they are less knowledgeable about the politics nowadays. What I am saying that the people are just making their perspective on the basis of the shorts. They are just making the political views on the basis of the shorts videos which are going on over the social media. Even they don't know the difference between Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, and they are coming to debate.
I think it's just the social media hype, I would say, because people are more in Instagram and Facebook and they are just getting motivated because of that only.
I think that Gen Z is politically more aware and more absorbed with the news, unlike our parents' generation, because they were also aware about the things. But the thing is that we are good at spotting the difference between right and wrong.
So from here I insert one more question, and the question is that Gen Zs, they also follow less traditions. They break the traditions and customs. They are not much interested in all those rituals which the previous generation was very much interested in. In fact, when it comes to religion, they are almost on the verge of boycotting it. They are very rebellious. Is it a good sign that they are rebelling when it comes to religion or customs and centuries long traditions which their family has been following? Now they are defying them. How do you see this part?
I don't think so. They are rebellious. They are more interested to know the logic behind the religion or logic behind the rituals and anything.
Gen Z is not rebellious. They don't do unnecessary things like रात में बाल मत झाड़ो, रात में नाखून नहीं काटना चाहिए, ये सब चीज़ें. तो I think that they don't do unnecessary things.
I don't feel that following tradition is bad thing, because until unless it is not harming someone's, because as being a Gen Z, I believe the biggest religion is humanity, and I don't like following the superstitions कि नमक मत दो, उसकी बलि दे दो, वो देवता खुश हो जाएंगे. What's point of that? And what matters the most is whom you respect, and universe will give it back to you. So that's what I feel.
Sir, I think they are progressive, and when they ask question and it is good somewhere. For example, being a Gen Z, I don't put vermilion as I am married, but I don't put vermilion. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि वो जिएगा नहीं या मर जाएगा. So it depends on you. अगर मैं उसके साथ अच्छे से रह रही हूँ तो उसकी लंबी उम्र वैसी हो जाएगी. There is no need to put vermilion on मांग.
Questioning is a sign of healthy mind. If I am asking something, it doesn't mean that I don't want to follow it. As being a Gen Z, I also want to know कि मेरे menstruation cycle में होने से अचार कैसे खराब हो रहा है घर का.
Sir, I feel Gen Zs are not rebellious because they want a logic behind the practices. And those people who are saying कलयुग है, मतलब कलयुग चल रहा है, तो कलयुग क्या सिर्फ इंडिया में ही है क्या? बाहर नहीं है क्या कलयुग? So I just want to say they don't want any practices and any religious thing. They just want a logic.
I don't think that they are rebellious. Like one day, I wanted to eat chicken and my mom said it is Monday. Then I told to my mom that हाँ 8 बिलियन के बाद में भगवान मुझे देखने आएंगे.
So my next question is, this generation is bestowed, means gifted, this dating apps and so many facilities. Now they can very quickly find their love. Is it a blessing or it's a curse?
Definitely it's a curse, because they are finding love very easily, but losing their love easily too. And I think that is one of the curse for this generation.
It is a blessing because sir, today's generation is focused on the career and they don't want to sir वो फूल लेके एक लड़के के पीछे नहीं भागना चाहते. अब सर उनको अगर एक मैसेज में काम हो रहा है तो सही है ना.
One wrong message or one late reply, and now you are solving a mystery rather than enjoying a relationship.
I would say these apps are blessing for us. For the short-term alliance, these apps are good, but not for long-term, because there is a difference between situationship and relationship. And these apps only let the person in situationship, not the relationship.
I don't feel so it's a blessing, it's a curse, because I feel in the fast moving world, a Gen Z, they also do this thing fast. I don't think so this thing should be done fast. It is it should take time. We should know each other in a very slow pace only. Just it's not like that we need to make a profile and clicking good photos and just chatting with someone and then it's a relation. It should be not like that.
So I think it's a blessing. Why I'm saying this, because like earlier times we used to spend so much time in a one relationship only, and after that you only used to think about that relationship only, not about your career, not about your success. You're just focusing on that girl कि कल मैं उसको फूल दूँ या चॉकलेट दूँ या कौन सा लव लेटर में क्या लिखूँ कि वो impress हो जाए. You only used to think about the relationship, but now you have time that if that person is not giving me that much attention, I can swipe to another person and I can explore.
I would say it's a curse because it shows harsh reality of our society. हम अपनी असल जिंदगी में प्यार ही नहीं ढूंढ पा रहे हैं.
I believe it's a curse because love is not a person or a Tinder account. It's a feeling which should be created in real world.
This is a curse, obviously, because these dating apps make boys and the person so easyable, accessible that we can swipe them off.
इट्स अ कर्स बिकॉज आज की जनरेशन में जो लव है वो हम डेटिंग ऐप पे ढूंढते हैं, जो कि अगर हम लव ढूंढ रहे हैं तो उसको एफर्ट्स मांगता है. जो लव है वो एफर्ट्स मांगते हैं. और अगर कोई अच्छा इंसान किसी को बदलना चाहे तो वो बदल सकता है प्यार के अंदर. पर अगर हम डेटिंग ऐप पे देखते हैं तो वो एक बार में स्वाइप कर देते हैं तो उससे कोई फ़र्क पड़ता ही नहीं अगले पे रियल लाइफ में. और अगर हम प्यार में चॉकलेट वगैरह भी देते हैं, फ्लावर भी देते हैं तो उसका इफेक्ट पड़ता है.
मुझे लगता है कि एक कर्स है, बिकॉज आप किसी से प्यार करते हो तो आप एफर्ट्स करोगे. ये नहीं कि आप बात करोगे डायरेक्टली उसको या फिर अगर पसंद नहीं आया तो स्वाइप कर दोगे. ऐसा नहीं होता.
सर लव इज़ नॉट अ ऑप्शन, इट्स अ चॉइस. क्योंकि सर अगर हम डेटिंग ऐप्स, वैसे तो मैंने कभी यूज़ करे नहीं है ये सब ऐप्स.
It's like a Flipkart or a Amazon, like whenever we see a model who is wearing a good shirt, we think that shirt is very good. But whenever we scroll down and the real person who wears that shirt, so it feels very bad that oh, he is wearing this shirt. So it is like a dating app. The same thing applies in this dating app also.
Types of dating apps is a curse, not a boon, because our generation is a fickle minded and they cannot stick to the particular person. And if I'm talk about I have a lots of options. अगर मैं ये सोचूं कि मेरे पास काफ़ी सारे ऑप्शन है, अगर मैं जिसको पसंद करूँ तो उसके पास भी ऑप्शंस होंगे, वो जिसको पसंद करता है उसके पास भी तो ऑप्शंस ही होंगे ना. तो सबके पास ऑप्शंस ही होंगे तो भाई प्यार किससे करोगे फिर आप.
तो मैं रैपिड फायर पूछने वाला हूं आप लोगों से, ठीक है. 1 true love और 5 करोड़.
Sir, 5 crore. Sir, I can make money by money, so I want 5 crore.
Choose true love because प्यार है तो सब कुछ है, पैसे तो प्यार के साथ भी कमा लेंगे. I would choose 5 crore because money is my true love.
I would choose true love because I can't refuse him for money.
I'll choose true love because पैसा तो सलमान खान के ही पास है.
Definitely sir, true love because अगर प्यार है तो कम पैसे भी ज़्यादा लगते हैं, हर चीज़ अच्छी लगती है. और प्यार नहीं है तो 5 करोड़ से भी नहीं मन भरेगा, फिर 10 करोड़ चाहिए, फिर उससे भी ज़्यादा चाहिए.
I would say 5 crore because it can buy you food, it can buy you respect, it can buy you security and it can buy you love also.
Sir, I choose true love. अगर हम अपने पार्टनर के साथ वर्क हार्ड करेंगे तो हम पैसे कोई बड़ी बात नहीं. और जो 5 करोड़ के बाद आपके पास ट्रू लव है वो ट्रू लव नहीं है सर.
I will choose true love. True loves always matter for me. I will wanted a true love because how much money I have, I don't care a lot. Whenever I'm alone, I want someone there, so I will choose true love.
I will prefer to choose 5 crore because I want to secure my career, so I will choose first.
I would choose true love because love comes in one of those things which money can't buy, and I want to take any risk.
True love because nothing can replace a human being, and obviously if I choose the money it will be gone and I will spend it, but the human will be there, he will understand me. So true love.
True love क्योंकि अगर both are serious for each other तो वो खुद के लिए मनी फिर मना ही लेंगे साथ में मिलके ही.
So this is what you have seen, the opinions of all these Gen Zs, what they think. Multiple questions we have asked them. These questions are about career, relationships, how this generation is thinking. I'm sure with this discussion, this conversation, you would have seen that what this generation really thinks about, and I'm sure that this video will help you to know what exactly this generation and their aspirations are. With this note, I will be taking off from here, and please keep watching our channel. Thank you so much. See you in next video.